The first time I saw a man laugh while choking on dust, I knew something was very wrong. His body bent, his face red, his hands clawing at his throat, yet his mouth stretched wide in a grin. He laughed so hard he couldn't breathe, and then he fell silent, still smiling. That was not the day the curse began. It was the day we finally understood it had already begun. How it started. I was born in a small village surrounded by tall trees. Life was not easy, but it was simple. We walked, we ate what little we had, we told stories by firelight. Then one season, a stranger arrived. He was old, thin, his eyes sharp but kind. He carried a drum wrapped in goat skin. He said it was called the drum of life. He told us, when played with love, this drum will bring peace. But when played with greed, it will bring sorrow. We didn't believe him. But when he struck it, we felt it. The sound was soft, but it moved through us like warm rain. Children stopped crying. Quarrels ended. The tired women smiled. Even the wind stilled, like it wanted to listen. For the first time in many months, nobody felt hungry or angry. Then the old man left, leaving the drum behind. We thought it was a gift. Maybe even a blessing. The early joy. At first, the drum brought us together. The chief said it should only be played once a week, so no one abused it. Those nights became the happiest in memory. We sang, danced, and laughed until dawn. The strangest part. Our harvest grew richer. Our goats multiplied. It felt like the drum had touched the soil itself. We told ourselves it was just good fortune. But in our hearts, we knew it was the drum. Foolishness. People soon grew curious. Some foolish, some greedy. One night, a man named Musa sneaked to the drum. He wanted his hens to lay more eggs. He beat it clumsily and shouted his wish. The next morning, his hens laid so many eggs they cracked under them. But when Musa tried to eat the eggs, they were filled with dust. The village laughed for weeks. Another time, children played it, wishing for endless roasted yam. By morning, the yam store had burst open. The children stuffed themselves, and by afternoon, they were all rolling on the ground clutching their stomachs. The elders laughed, shaking their heads, saying, the drum has humor too. It was funny. But each misuse made the drum sound feel stranger. The chief's obsession. Our chief was a proud man. At first, he guarded the drum carefully. But over time, he wanted more. If a small beat brings peace, he said, imagine what endless beats can bring. No enemy can touch us. No hunger will trouble us. The elders begged him. The drum listens to the heart. Be careful. But he did not listen. He ordered the drum to be played more often. Every 3 days. Then every night. The joy it once gave began to feel heavy. The laughter sounded hollow. Babies giggled in their sleep, then woke screaming. And sometimes, at midday, when no one touched the drum, we heard faint beats coming from the forest. One market day, the chief declared, tonight we will play until sunrise. We will call for riches, strength, and glory. We will never suffer again. The people cheered. But I felt cold in my chest. That evening, the drum was placed in the center. The chief struck it hard. Boom, boom, boom. At first, it was powerful. People danced wildly, their feet slamming the dust. But then the rhythm sped up. The chief tried to stop, but his hands would not obey. His palms slammed the skin like the drum was pulling him. Then came the scream. Not from a person. From the drum itself. A long, hollow wail that made the ground tremble. The air grew thick. Our fire roared high, then died all at once. And from the dust rose shadows. Tall, bent, their eyes like empty holes. They swayed with the rhythm. Where they touched, crops blackened. Goats fell dead. People froze mid-laugh, their smiles stretching wide and wrong. That was when I saw the man choking on dust while laughing. He collapsed at my feet, still grinning. And my mother, she turned to me, her eyes wet with tears, but her mouth laughed until she fainted. Subscribe, comment and like. By dawn, half the village was lost. Some lay dead. Others wandered with blank smiles, laughing softly to themselves, unable to stop. The chief was gone. Some said the shadows dragged him into the forest. We tried to bury our dead. But even in the ground, faint giggles slipped out, echoing through the soil. People fled. Some families walked into the forest and never came back. Those who remained lived in fear. Even the sound of an ordinary drum made us shiver. When all hope seemed gone, Mama Nia, the oldest woman in the village, spoke. "The drum is not evil," she said. "Our hearts were. If greed broke us, only unity can heal us." She told us we must play the drum again, but not for power. Only for peace. And not alone. Together. At first, no one wanted to. The memory of the scream still haunted us. But finally, we agreed. One night, under the moon, we gathered around the drum. No chief, no leader. Just us. We held each other's hands, closed our eyes, and thought of what we truly missed. Family. Friends. Laughter that was real. Then we beat the drum together. Boom. 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 The sound was soft, gentle. It did not race. It did not scream. It was steady, like a calm heart. Slowly, the heavy air lifted. The cursed laughter faded. Some of the silent ones woke, confused but alive. Not all. But enough. We cried real tears that night. And for the first time in months, the laughter we heard was true. Now I'm older. The drum still sits in the village, wrapped in cloth, hidden away. We touch it only when the whole village agrees, and only with clean hearts. I've learned that the drum itself was never the danger. The danger was inside us. Greed beats louder than any drum. So if you ever walk through the forest and hear a drum beating when no one is there, do not follow. Some rhythms are not meant for dancing. If you find this story interesting, subscribe, comment and like for more.